Hey everyone, this is my introduction video. My name is Scott Mathis. I'm 24 years old and I major in information technology here at the University of Central Florida. I work full-time as a system technician at a web hosting data center while studying full-time here at school. Besides the work stuff, I enjoy rock climbing, where I climb in Longwood at the Agui Rock Gym. I play video games, as you'd probably expect from a computer guy. I like working on DIY projects. I'll get into those later. I also really enjoy movies and film production. Before deciding to work towards my major in information technology, I wanted to have a career in some form of film production. I worked as a wedding videographer for a couple of years and worked with Eric Corner Films. You can actually see some of our projects and weddings I worked on at ericcornerfilms.net. After I gained a lot of experience with so many weddings throughout the years, I decided to provide wedding videography on my own. I filmed a couple of weddings for friends and family and worked on some personal film projects as well. Sometime after, I determined that film was better suited as a hobby, and I made the decision to make a career out of another one of my interests, and this is when I started studying IT. I do plan on working more with film as I finish up my degree here. A little backstory on where I come from. I was born in St. Louis, Missouri, and I lived there throughout elementary school. I have two younger brothers. Jake is the middle sibling, who is a U.S. Marine currently stationed in South Carolina, and then Rory is the youngest brother, who's in high school in Lake Mary with my folks. As a kid, I lived in Missouri until about 6th grade or so, when my family and I moved to Florida. We lived in Mount Dora and then moved to Lake Mary sometime after. Now I live in Orlando, so I'm closer while I attend college here. I also have a dog named Bear that lives with my folks currently. He is a Chihuahua Shih Tzu mix, and he can't live without all of your attention, so it's definitely best he's not living with me right now. As far as technology goes, I believe I found my love for it, largely due to the fact that my dad has been a computer whiz since I was born. He worked in the computer industry, and because of this I was surrounded by it as I grew up. My dad had me on computers at a very young age, so very quickly I was able to navigate the computer to run my favorite games, and as I grew up I continued to love video games, and I remember a point when I was a kid being able to invite my friends over and set up LAN games on the computers in our basement so our friends could play. I have never been out of the country. That's something I want to change, and I'd like to visit Europe after I finish school. France, Germany, Spain, they're all on the list. I'd also like to visit Japan, as one of my best friends is currently stationed there, also in the U.S. Marines. I am trying to speak French. I know a little bit of Spanish. I took some in high school, but I'm not practiced, so I'd like to be more fluent. One of the hobbies that I mentioned earlier is that I like to work on tech projects. Currently, one of the projects that I'm working on creating for my home is what I like to call the gladiator table. The project basically consists of LED lights that I'm configuring underneath the coffee table in our living area, where I'll be able to connect a small computer, a Raspberry Pi to be specific, and run software that can control these lights. The project came about when I saw some interesting creations with LED lights on YouTube and such, and thought it would be cool to have a programmable light effects underneath the glass surface of our coffee table. Once it's finished, I'll be able to display text effects and cool light shows, and can hopefully respond to music like a visualizer does on a stereo. That's the idea, at least. I have also created miniature arcade systems. As I'm interested in computers, I get asked from friends to fix their computers and technology a lot. I don't mind this too often, but now I charge because, you gotta charge people. Well, thanks for listening to me talk about myself, and have a great day.